We got Nick Cannon in the studio right now, and this is absolutely insane. It's like my childhood sitting right in front of me. I'm talking drumline, roll bounce. Like, what is going on here? Wild and Out.
Yeah, it's so funny because I graduated in 2004, and you've kind of been like everywhere in my life, and like in like the weirdest times, dude. Like, so Wild and Out starts like the year I graduate high school.
Absolutely.
And then like 10 years later, you're on America's Got Talent. Yes. And my wife and I got super into it, and we went to like the live show and everything.
Oh, wow.
And like now you're here sitting in front of me, and it's wild.
No pun intended.
Yeah, no,
right.
For real. Before we get into it, I have to ask, because my friends from high school will like banish me if I don't ask. So we were big fans of the Chappelle Show.
Yes, me too.
What was it like getting that shout out?
Oh, I mean,
the one specific where he's
the
just
ethnic Cannon.
Yeah, where he's like, you know, his son is like, Nick
Cannon's
Cannon's hilarious.
yeah.
And like, were you just sitting at home and you're like, oh shit, like that just happened?
Well, not Dave is a close friend. Like, I've known him, you know, for years.
Yeah.
Since he started when he was 15. I started when I was 15. He's like 10 years older than me, so he's always been like a big brother. Like, so I knew about everything that he was going to do.
So you knew it was
coming.
coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to be on set and all of that type of stuff, so he just that's big bro right there. But I mean, I didn't know it was going to take off, like, because it's so weird, because he would do so many different sketches and so many things, and to see what the audience would pick up on, like the Lil Jon stuff, or like all the catchphrase, the Rick James. Well, we knew the Rick James stuff was going to go crazy. But it's like you never knew what people would respond to, because his humor is so offbeat and stuff. So I didn't think I'd be, you know, 20 years later, people would still be walking up to me saying, Nick Cannon's hilarious.
Oh, it's like it's on repeat in our producer's room back here. We just walk around
to the point where they're like, Nick, you gotta go.
Hilarious.
They're like, Nick, you gotta get out of the room. You're too much.
Hilarious.
So tomorrow night in Glendale, what can people expect from the Wild 'N Out tour?
Man, if you're a fan of Wild 'N Out, it's Wild 'N Out on steroids. You know what I mean? It's a concert version of what you see on the television show. And honestly, it's truly a concert, because we got superstars like Kevin Gates and Moneybagg Yo that'll be performing.
Oh, it's going to be lit in there.
Yeah. But then we also, you know, we do all your favorite games from the show. We bring people up on stage. It's probably, to me, one of the best concert experiences. One, because you're getting every style of entertainment, and it's interactive.
Right. That's going to be so dope. So how do you go about when you go and handpick these people to interact with in the show?
There's so many crazy people in the crowd that they like, it's easy. They're like jumping, like, pick me. Usually people with Wild 'N Out shirts on are the people we tap into, because you know they're big fans.
Right.
And then we kind of say, like, yo, if you want to be a part of the show, you know, rock a Wild 'N Out shirt. And then, or go up to the merch booth and buy one.
Right.
And you know, we'll bring you on stage. So we're playing the Let Me Holla game. We're playing Family Reunion. We're going, so it's all.
Would you introduce?
Exactly.
I love Wild 'N Out, but is the Chain Gang gonna be there? Because Tay's over here in the studio.
Yeah, Tay and Street Cred over there. So like we got 2/3 of the Chain Gang.
I went to homecoming with his son. His son's like one of my best friends.
You just made him feel really old.
Why? He looked just like him. I text him. I say, yo, daddy walking in this studio looking just like you. They look the same. They look exactly the same. But I was really excited to have you in here, because I got so many connections and stuff like that. So we're super excited to have you here. I really do appreciate not being the only black person in the studio, because usually it's rough out here. Not gonna lie.
we brought the family with us. We brought the family.
I feel real safe right now.
Like, you say that now, and I don't know how to respond.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
You
probably shouldn't. You probably should just let her have it.
That's
You're
what
right.
I'm saying.
I'm also appreciative you're not the only black person in the studio.
Listen,
This
it's
is great.
a real thing that I go through every day in this building. I think I'm the only black person. I think got one more down the hall.
It's like you look at me like it's my fault.
It kind of is your fault. I'm not gonna lie.
Nothing to do with
No,
that.
I'm playing. But that's gonna be super fun. You got the all-star cast, music performances. It's going to be super dope. And you said it's a family-friendly event, so are we picking on some kids out here or no?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It'd probably be my kids we picking on.
Okay. I'm like, and speaking of your kids,
Yes.
Jenna, our producer, or our digital girl right here, is a big fan of your son, Legend, because she loves Bree and Selling Sunset and all that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of them too.
Yeah. I mean, I would absolutely assume. Right. So.
Awesome.
So 20 years of Wildin' Out. What is that like? I mean, to have even a career in entertainment that lasts 20 years, let alone a specific show.
Yeah.
Like how does that feel hearing like 20 years of Wildin' Out?
Would have never have fathomed it in a sense to where it was just something it wasn't even, I was doing this show for fun. It wasn't like it was like, oh yeah, I'll do this in my spare time because, trying to give my friends jobs. Like I was doing movies and music and had a bunch of other stuff popping. And then for this to kind of have the legacy that it's had when you look back, 2 decades later and like, oh wow, we still doing this. It's still just as relevant, just as vibrant. So it's truly a blessing.
Yeah, I gotta say, and Justina Valentine is like I'm a fan favorite for her. Like,
Yeah.
that is my girl when she was on Girl Code on MTV. Is that where you pulled her from, or how did that connect happen?
She's just a superstar. And honestly, Justina is, I feel like, just beginning. I feel like she has the ability to be like at Lady Gaga level talent.
For real?
Just because I think she's just scratched the surface of what she's capable of because we just know her as this, funny freestyle rapping girl from Wildin' Out, but she can act, she can direct, she can like sing actually. So I can't wait to see how far she'll be able to take it.
Whose idea was it to take like Wildin' Out on tour? Because I think it's brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, we had a show called Wildin' on Tour where I really, I started seeing most of the people on the show are stand-up comics, and they started doing shows, and I knew we had a strong college audience, so we got a bus and put everybody on a bus, and we not only were we doing shows at different colleges, but we were like stopping at places like the Grand Canyon or just different, and we made a TV show out of it. And while doing that show, we stopped off and we saw Cat Williams in an arena. And I was like, man, how crazy would it be one day if Wildin' Out could, pack out an arena like this? And one of our cast members, Rip Michaels, was like, we can. This is easy. I can make this happen. I was like, shut up. Yeah, right. And he was like, watch. And then literally less than a year later, he created the whole Wildin' Out Arena tour.
Right. And in this show or this tour right here is going to be at Desert Diamond Arena out in Glendale, which is the biggest arena in the state. Yeah. So it's a big venue over there. So I'm excited to see, how packed out you have and how crazy it gets.
Nah, we're going to turn up. We're going to have a good time.
How long is the tour? Like how many dates do you have?
Well, we're doing it to the end of the year, and then we're going to Africa after that. So it's like yeah. So we stopping the U.S. run to take it abroad to the big continent.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Thank you, man.
That's fantastic.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. I like, especially like when Wildin' Out premiered. It would give me such anxiety because at that time I didn't really understand improv comedy.
Oh, right.
And
how are they doing this?
How are they doing this? Why are they doing this? It seems like they're making fun of each other, but they're really good friends, I guess. I don't know.
That's kind of what we do here, Nick, every single day.
Yeah, now we do it. And I'm, it took me 20 years to understand that. Yeah. Hey, that's.
I think you're pretty good at improv comedy.
I mean, if you could do radio, you can definitely do improv because that's what you guys do for a living.
Right. Yeah. One of my co-hosts.
Some would argue I barely do that.
What? My co-host is in my ear all the time. He's like, you need to go to improv class. You need to go to improv class. And I just keep pushing it off because I get nervous. But I'll check it out. I'll see what's up with it.
Just embrace the nerves. Use it as adrenaline. And whatever you're scared of, lean into it.
All right. So Wildin'OutLiveTour.com. Tickets are still available.
Yes.
So go there.
Hurry up before they sell out completely.
Yeah, because they definitely will. Glendale, Desert Diamond Arena tomorrow night. That's so exciting.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time.
Let's go.